Hi there! In this video, I'm going to talk to you about creating a habit architecture and why that is so important. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week on astrology, Ayurveda, and other ways to uplevel your health and your life. So one of the most popular topics in Ayurveda is the daily routine, or dinacharya. And the reason this is so important is because it helps to create a foundation for our lives so that we can deal with whatever difficulties come at us. So a daily routine actually helps to create equilibrium in our nervous system, create calm in our system, and help to give us a ground and a foundation so that we can tune into our intuition and make the best decisions for our life. These quiet moments during our daily routine help us to look inward, and a routine should contain some form of movement, some form of reflection, and substances and actions that help us balance our body and our mind. To that end, for people who are new to this or who have struggled with creating a routine, this can be because we try to do too much too fast. So what I would like to propose is that we create something called a habit architecture. So if you are watching this, you most likely brush your teeth, I'm guessing. So brushing your teeth is a habit that you have ingrained in your life and you don't even think about it anymore, right? So what a habit architecture is when you take an existing habit that you do without thinking and you add a new habit to it. So for me, 10 years ago, I added to my teeth brushing tongue scraping, right? And it just became a habit immediately. I don't ever have to think about it again. It wasn't like I questioned it. You know why? Because I set my tongue scraper next to my toothbrush and it became the thing that I did right before I brushed my teeth. So similarly, we have to start with a habit that's going to ground and be our foundational habit in our morning routine. So for me, I often tell people, get up and drink a cup of hot water with either lemon essential oil or a lemon squeezed in it. This sounds really simple and people are like, okay, I can do that and I can add something else, and they want to jump into something more complicated. But drinking hot water is going to start up your digestion. It's going to uplift your mood because the lemon is there. It's going to start the lymphatic system. So it's going to help you have a bowel movement. This is a really powerful habit to put into place. And it's a really easy one. So it's like an easy win for someone trying to create a routine. And I often tell people do that for 3 weeks and then add a new habit, because it takes about 21 days to build a habit or to create a habit that sticks. So after you have had that hot water every morning for 21 days, add in some meditation or some breathing or some yoga, something that's going to help you reflect and turn inward. Some gratitude journaling, a breathing exercise like alternate nostril breathing. And then do that for 21 days. So we're going to have you drink your hot water and then you do that second thing. And once that's solidified, maybe you add in one more thing. So what happens here is we don't just keep going and add things, until our day is completely full. But what you want to do is fill out an hour of a morning routine time. So I want you to imagine what it's like when you have a structure of habits that you do. That's what's a routine. That's what's called a routine that you do without even thinking. They're just a part of your life. So that's how my own routine is now. And it's so gratifying because I'm not fighting with myself anymore. I'm not shaming myself because I forgot my routine or I didn't do it that day. I'm not, sitting in bed thinking, I don't wanna. I just get up and I do it. And it's so natural and I don't fight it at all. So maybe you have these voices in your head. I just want you to know that it's possible to clear that away. Now, this doesn't mean that you cannot change the habits that are in your morning routine. This just means that the morning routine itself becomes very solidified. And then maybe some mornings you do breathing, some mornings you do yoga, some mornings you go for a walk, but there is that space created in your life. And I promise you, if you do make space in the morning, you are going to be rewarded with clearing old karmic patterns, feeling lighter, feeling more in control of your life, owning your day, because the most successful people all have a morning routine. But what it does is it empowers you. You don't have as much resentment in your life because you're owning your day and your morning. And I know a lot of us are parents, we have responsibilities, maybe we work with people in different time zones. So you're going to have to adjust based on that. A lot of things that people say to me too is that I don't like to get up early in the morning or I stay up too late. So what I would say to you, if that is your issue, is to step back the time you go to bed by 15 minutes every 3 days until you get to about 9 or at the latest 10 p.m. And you want to be getting up at around 6, if not earlier. I know some of us get up earlier than that, but 6 a.m. is a really good time. So in the text, the classical spiritual text, doing a practice in the morning is really powerful. It's called Brahma Muhurta. This is a time when both nostrils are activated. So we've got the left hemisphere and right hemisphere of the brain aligned. But more to the point, this is a time where the cement is wet on our subconscious. And what I mean by that is when we are born, from that time until we're 7, we are producing, or we are writing into the cement of our mind and our body the subconscious patterns that we're going to use 95% of the rest of our life. Most of these come from our caretakers at that age, because those are the people that we're around the most. So they can be unconscious, right? Maybe our parents weren't bad parents. Maybe they were, but say they weren't. They can have unconscious things that they do that get written into our subconscious patterns. So if we get up in the morning during that time where we are in transition, so we don't want to rush into our day for this reason, okay? When we wake up, we've gone from inert to having a transition. And if we don't acknowledge that transition by placing space there, we are skipping through the richest time to rewrite our brain patterns. I cannot underline this enough because this is life-changing. If we get up and we go directly into decision-making mode, we have skipped right through the theta state, the theta brainwave state, and the alpha brainwave state. The theta brainwave state is where we rewrite our subconscious patterns. The alpha brainwave state is our creative state. This is when we daydream. This is when we envision. It happens a lot when I'm in the shower. I get ideas because we're feeling loose and free and not burdened by decisions, okay? So then we go into the beta brainwave state when we are in charge, when we are having to make decisions, when we have to answer emails, when we have to be present with other people and take care of things and be responsible, right? And if we are in that state for prolonged periods of time, it produces a lot of cortisol, which exacerbates stress in the body. Those stress hormones are damaging our cells and our body and affecting our digestion, our mood, our skin, our cleansing capacity, all of those things, right? So it's really important that we have, even during the main part of the day, let's say between like 9 or 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., we have to have time where we allow ourselves to go back into those other brainwave states by either going for a walk or zoning out or daydreaming or like journaling or doing something that breaks up that pattern of producing stress. So that's why it's nice to have tools that we've established through our morning practice that work for us. And then having things that we can do throughout the day that can soothe us and take care of us throughout the day. So having a habit architecture means having things at our disposal, having tools that we can use to return to those brain states and empower ourselves to be the master of our days, to be the master of our body and mind. I hope that this video has helped you understand the importance and the value of a habit architecture and how to build one. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos just like this one every week to help you uplevel your health and your life. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day.